guys, welcome back to Clever News. Thanks for hanging out today. I know you guys are all huge fans of One Tree Hill, like me. I've been elegantly following since day one.
It's amazing.
Yes, and today we're joined by Shantel VanSanten from One Tree Hill, who plays Quinn.
Yes, I do.
Yes,
Quinn
you
James.
do.
Well, actually, Quinn Evans pretty soon, I'm guessing, after
I mean,
last week's episode.
Brilliant lead-in. Your engagement ring was lovely.
Oh, yes.
Elegant light-up ring.
20-carat light of green.
It was a Harry Winston Power Rangers ring.
Yes, amazing.
Were you expecting that? Were you so excited to see Clay and Quinn finally make it happen?
Yeah, you know, it's funny, when I got the episode, I'm reading it, I'm like, gosh, these moments with Logan are really special, and I'm really happy because I haven't got to have that bonding experience that Clay did while he was in rehab with Logan. And in real life, Rob and I would take Pierce to the comic book store because their storyline was so around comics, and Rob and I are obsessed with comics. So we did a lot of bonding already, and that episode was so many very special moments. And then that end, I did not expect at all. And when we shot it, Sophia got to direct it, and it was really special because we're both extremely emotional. And every time we shot it, we just bawl. We burst into tears.
Really?
Yeah.
Couldn't keep it together.
No, it was such a special moment, and I've grown to love Rob as my best friend. So there's moments in this last season when I'd be like, we'd say I love you to each other, and I think gosh, I'm so lucky I can actually say that I do love you as my friend. And I watch those moments and I still cry.
So you've been through shooting together.
Mm-hmm.
You've been through sleepwalking issues together.
Oh my gosh, yes.
You've had some grueling physicality on this show. Going back, what was the most challenging thing that you remember shooting, and any funny moments? I know that the shooting was very, very serious.
Yeah.
But was there anything funny that happened that day, maybe?
You know what was really funny was when she was supposed to shoot Rob and myself, I didn't know how to take a bullet, I guess, because we're not actually taking a bullet.
Right.
So they asked me to basically jump up and then fall over. And everybody for the next year did this impression of me because I jumped up straight as a board and then fell over straight as a board, rigor mortis, which is not at all actually what happens. You slump over and fall to the ground. So everybody would make fun of me, and after the first take, everybody was cracking up about it.
Tomorrow's the big finale.
Yes.
I'm having a slight nervous breakdown just thinking about it. I know you said people are tweeting you that they're waterworks and the whole nine. What can you tell us? It's 2 hours. Is it just a nice sense of closure that we're gonna feel?
Yeah, I'm glad that they're doing the longer finale, and there's gonna be a little something for the fans in there that I actually just learned about the other day. One of others told me about. So they're going to honor the fans because our show's been around forever because of everybody, and I think that it's only fair. As much as I feel like everybody's gonna be at peace and happy, everybody's always gonna want more. We've had it for 9
Yes.
years, and I feel like Mark could tell stories forever, and these characters could last a lifetime, but at some point it has to come to an end, and you always have the DVDs, and you can come see us anytime you want. And
the full-length movie, which will be in theaters, hopefully, right?
That everybody's going to be rooting for and tweeting for, and you never know. They remake things, and they do crazy stuff all the time, so maybe they will. It'd be fun to see what they would do with us.
Very cool. I'm having a little bit of withdrawals from the characters, but for you, who is the character, do you have any Quinn withdrawals? Do you find yourself throughout the days now that the show is wrapped that you're like, oh, I wish I was in North Carolina maybe just for a minute?
Yeah, I do wish I was there because that small town feel was amazing, and it brought the whole cast together, and I miss, spending time and working with Rob or Jackson or Joy and having those friendships. It was truly a blessing to work with people that are my best friends, and to do what you love and to do with people that you love is something that's doesn't happen very often in life. I've shot other things and not been best friends with people, and that's okay too, but it was just really special relationships and things that I'll never forget. But I loved my character. I didn't always sometimes agree with things that she did, but Mark would always make us triumph, and there was always lessons to learn from our characters, and Quinn was so close to who I am, and there was times probably the hardest stuff I had to do was all the goofy stuff, was
Really?
all of the singing and the toaster strudels and the dancing around, because that's me in real life, but people don't see that goofy, like quirky, weird side, you know? You have to keep it together. So for me, that was probably the biggest challenge. It wasn't, you know, the crying or the drama or the fighting. It was
the
the
toaster
goofy,
strudel
silly
jingle.
that everybody makes me sing.
Right.
People are like, it's the ringtone on my phone. I'm like, why? It's awful.
Why? It's awesome.
No.
Let's not beat around the bush.
And by
okay?
the way, that was taken because I would ask for like 3 weeks straight. I would ask for toaster strudels every morning. I was on this crazy toaster strudel kick.
They wrote that into the script because of you.
Mark did
Oh
that
my
all the
God.
time. Mark would like take things I would tell him like from my real life, and he'd remember them, and he'd like bank them away and then put them in there. And in the last episode where Quinn talks about putting her photos up in hotel rooms,
Yeah,
I
you
do
really
that.
do that?
When I travel
So
for
sentimental.
movies, I have like 4 pictures I always hang up, and I put them on like the mirror. So he writes things like that, and so my character gets to kind of live through me, and I get to live through my character.
Very, very special.
Yeah.
Lastly, I know some of the crew members, cast members took home things from the set.
Yeah.
I'm sort of racking up a list. I know Sophia took the clothes over bros check.
Okay.
Joy took, what did Joy take? The book, the Julius Caesar book.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Stephen Coletti was here. He told us he took
He's
whatever he could get his hands on, like literally.
He's like, I took a couch from my apartment.
He said he had sticky fingers, and he was like, I'll
That's
take this, I'll take
amazing.
this. What did you take?
You know, I didn't really take anything. Rob and I fought over this cactus that was like, okay, wait. So we saw it like in the background of like when Brooke got beat up and she was in therapy for it. There was like this cactus, and then the cactus ended up in our apartment, like in the actual house. So we fought over it,
rotating
and I think that
cactus.
he actually ended up taking it. I wanted to take like his car or like big things that I couldn't actually have, and some of the most sentimental stuff Warner Brothers took, you know, and they archived away to kind of have in their museum of things that represented and were so much of the show. But I took away my photos and my memories, and I took 2 pieces of Quinn's wardrobe that I felt as though maybe one day I could pass along to another half of me if I ever have another half.
Oh my
and
gosh.
I just think that she was such an important character for me to play in my life, and I feel so blessed, and it was for me a part of history and
For
a
me
part
too.
of and for so many people, and I feel so lucky. So I took like the blue florally dress I wore in season 8 and all of like the dream sequence stuff, and then I took the sweater when I fought with Katie and the fry boots, because I'm obsessed with fry boots, but they were my
Yes.
character. She wore them all the time, and it was something that I implemented and wanted her to wear because I wanted her to be like the edgy, cool photographer.
Yeah, in
And-
such an important episode too, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
And so those were the things I took, and I have a replica of the Green Lantern ring that me and Rob and Pierce wore in real life because they're our BFF rings as well.
Well, we're so excited. Thank you so much for stopping
Thank you
by.
for having me.
The One Tree Hill series, oh my God, it sounds so weird. Series
know.
finale is tomorrow, Wednesday night on the CW. We'll put all the info in the description box below. Chantel, thank you for being
Thank
here.
you for having me. Enjoy, guys.
Yay.